challenges that are thrust upon us rather than chosen are responsible for making us feel overwhelmed, simply because they are out of our control. The challenges that we have intentionally chosen for ourselves to complete as our task are usually within our control and will never make us feel overwhelmed. The deal here is when we merge both challenges into our to-do list, the challenges thrusted upon us starts piling up, and our minds begins to tell us constantly that these tasks are huge and we will not be able to fix it. And of course, this will make us feel overwhelmed. The secret solution is not about fixing the whole challenges mentioned. Rather, it's about actively working on only those challenges within your control. Today's topic will focus on how to stop feeling overwhelmed using 3 simple techniques. This is a continuous episode from my last video where we discussed in details how to identify and recognize those responses that makes you feel overwhelmed. Research has proven that the better you get at identifying, recognizing, and even naming your exact feeling, the better you can get at processing these emotions, and you'll feel less overwhelmed. If you have not watched my video yet, I highly recommend that you check it out, as it's going to give you a solid ground for what we will be discussing now. To my YouTube channel, my name is Habiba. I am a global mental health expert with decades of experience in mental health nursing. This program focuses on your mental health and well-being. It's PMH by Abby. Support my channel by subscribing, like, and share the video. Let's get into the topic. The first support my channel step is emotion regulation. The ability to be able to appropriately perform emotion regulation techniques will be a remarkable first step to address your feelings of overwhelm. For this video, grounding techniques will be a great example. It's also known as grounding exercises or skills which can distract, reframe, or soothe the distressing feelings and helps to calm the body and mind. These can include diaphragmatic breathing, also known as the bed breathing techniques, the mindfulness, which involves staying present, body scanning, which simply means being aware of your body, deep breathing, and so much more. At one point or the other, you might have already engaged in some of these techniques without formally realizing it. With grounding technique, you can work by choosing any of the senses like sound, smell, taste, sight, and even touch. Then you find a certain stimulus for that sense. An example is your pen, a pillow, a cup of tea, or even your small plant. You can utilize about 20 to 30 seconds experiencing the sense chosen. You do this by closing your eyes if you can, run your fingers over the object slowly to note any coughs, bumps, or temperature. Try to be attentive to every detail by permitting your mind to fully immerse in that sensation. Ensure you take deep breaths and acknowledge how the sensation makes you feel. You're likely to feel more grounded, calm, and even just more present. The act of deeply engaging your senses shifts your brain away from distressing thoughts and calms down the emotional responses. Therefore, grounding techniques help to activate your brain's sensory processing centers in order to help create a sense of control and calm. Let me take you down memory lane with a bit of anatomy here. The prefrontal cortex is the part of the brain that affects your behaviors, personality, and executive function. Hence, it's responsible for cognitive activities like problem solving, planning, and decision making. On the other hand, the amygdala is primarily involved in the processing of your emotions, the memories associated with fear as well. Hence, when you feel overwhelmed, the amygdala takes over and it will be more dominant, which is why my first step in resolving the feeling of overwhelm is emotion regulation. If you have applied this technique before, share your experience in the comment section below. I look forward to reading your comments to keep our engagement rising. We'll go into the next step, which is decluttering the mind. You now have control and calm, considering that you've completed the emotion regulation technique. So get a piece of paper, get a pen, and write down everything that's in your head. All your to-do lists, both the ones you have control of and those you don't have control of. Like, for instance, the one you have control of, you want to learn how to swim, you want to learn how to drive, you want to learn new course to be able to upgrade your professional status. And for those ones you don't have control of, it's managers micromanaging personality at work, or your brother's unending requests. Write them all down on a paper. It makes some of us feel better. And you'll feel more better by crossing off everything that's not within your control. I consider this as decluttering. A cluttered mind will usually weigh us down or cause unnecessary stress, which makes us feel overwhelmed. Once you have crossed off everything that's not within your control, your mindset changes positively and your confidence improves. A cognitive shift occurs once you start your task in the to-do list. Remember, your items now have only those tasks within your control. Generally, we should break these tasks into tiny baby steps, which takes us to the next step, 3. And that's the order of hierarchy. You're dealing with everything within your control at this point, and you have some confidence, self-belief, and improved self-esteem, but you would like to maintain this drive or improve on it further. I would recommend you do a schedule and then you ensure starting a small task at a time. This is okay. An example is if your room, say like a 5-bedroom flat, is very dirty and you feel so overwhelmed about how you're going to start cleaning it. You can start by cleaning a segment of your room today. If it's your 10 tasks in your to-do lists, which you want to accomplish within 3 months, you can break it down to 5 things to do within 3 months or less. If these are achieved, then you can pick up the remaining 5 tasks and complete it. Ensure you set realistic expectations for yourself. Self-expectations can provide clarity, direction, and accountability. However, if you do not meet up in completing some of these tasks in your to-do list, please think of what you have accomplished. This will help you keep things in perspective. Give yourself some time, grace, and compassion to reach your set goals without experiencing burnout. Ensure you give yourself credit when you have completed a task and never compare yourself with others. Examples of ways you can give yourself credit is, well done! You just completed a video, an informative video worth sharing. You can also buy yourself gifts to encourage yourself on the next task. Anything that would reinforce that sense of accomplishment or pleasure is actually going to make you more motivated for the next task. Some people also do this by sharing the news with their family members, their best friends, or even their loved ones. It could be that you just completed a course in Harvard, or you just bought your third house, or, it could be anything, as long as it makes you recognize that you have fulfilled a purpose and then you have accomplished a goal, no matter how small. Even sharing it on Instagram or tweeting about it can be considered a positive thing too, as it allows you to celebrate your success. It allows you to share your progress with others, and it potentially inspires them as long as it is done in a tasteful and humble manner, avoiding the perception of bragging. In a nutshell, the only reason why your thoughts were constantly stating that this task is huge and you cannot complete it or fix them was because there was the presence of things that were not within your control in your to-do list. And it's worse when these outweighs those things within your control. We usually find ourselves in avoidance behavior mode when these occurs. These can cause increasing anxiety to even more severe mental health problems in some people. This is why the decluttering step is crucial, and it's my favorite of the 3 steps, as it clears my mind by reducing chaos and improving my focus. It will boost your mood, aid in improving physical health, sharpen your focus, and energize you into productivity mode. And lastly, it will relieve your anxiety, thereby creating a sense of clarity, control, and confidence. If you have tried all of these 3 steps exclusively and you still experience responses of feeling overwhelmed with an inability to perform tasks, follow through the task, or complete a task, it will be helpful to seek professional help from a licensed therapist, a registered counselor, or a psychiatrist, depending on what your symptoms indicate or what the responses you have on feeling overwhelmed. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you for your time. Please don't forget to subscribe. In today's video, we've explored the 3 best steps to overcome feeling overwhelmed. We are now aware that feeling overwhelmed is an issue that we need better skills and techniques to cope. We delved on 3 major skills: emotion regulation techniques, decluttering the mind, and maintaining an order of hierarchy. I encourage you to practice these techniques after watching this video. I would love to hear how this works for you in the comment section. It would be great to share your experiences in the comment section below. If you've done this before or if you're just doing it after watching this video, either ways, please kindly share your experiences. I look forward to the engagement in the comment section below. Kindly suggest other topics you would love me to discuss as well in the comment section below, as long as it aims to promote your mental health and well-being. I will be happy to address it. Again, thanks for watching, and watch out for my next video, which promises to be as informative as always. Have a fulfilling week ahead. It's bye for now.